Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of Spotlight on Strategy series, Breakthrough Tactics to Thrive in Business and Life. Tonight, we're talking about operational excellence. I am the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, Dr. Rhonda Farrell, also the success strategist with an international 30-plus year career in consulting and coaching across multiple industries, commercial, government, nonprofit, community groups, and I am a Marine Corps veteran. Uniquely positioned to help you and your firm thrive. So operational excellence is a journey, not a one-time sprint. And we are tonight going to be looking at the aspects of operational excellence from a continuous improvement standpoint. You see the visual on your left with all of the different elements of operational excellence: commitment to quality, innovative products, process excellence, superior safety, leadership engagement, employee involvement, strategic direction and focus, as well as exceeding customer expectations. So you take all of those together, and really what you come up with at its core is continuous improvement and continuous innovation. So again, neither of those can be done from the perspective of a sprint. It's all about assessing. It's all about alignment. It's all about prioritized action. And it's all about, through the lens of improvement, innovation, help you gain the greatest results and outcomes and performance that you possibly can. Operational excellence, like performance excellence, is looking at an organization holistically through the people, through the process, and through the technological lens. In operational excellence, we're going to be focused slightly differently on the organization than we are from a performance excellence, because we're going to be examining how the ratio of people, process, and technology to help us move forward. So we're still going to be looking at it from a value enhancement standpoint. We're still going to be looking at it holistically. We're still going to be looking at transparencies. But in operational excellence, we also put a deep lens on process, because we want to be driving efficiency, we want to be driving effectiveness, we want to be driving the SIPOC related flow of a process in, through, and out across an organization. So we're also going to be looking at standard work, SOPs, how we automate, how we drive intelligence through each of those process intersection points. We're going to be looking at it from a perpetual top line growth and what we can do to grow our organizations astronomically or exponentially going forward. So we, again, when we look at it from a continuous improvement, continuous innovation, we're going to be customer focused. We're going to be examining, again, current state, future state, what's the bridge, and how to make that actionable in a prioritized manner that's inclusive of our quality concepts, core values, etc., inclusive of our innovation body of knowledge and our frameworks. It's going to be future oriented, because we're going to be moving from current state to future state using the bridges that we've designed, developed, and are fielding. And it's going to be roadmap from an innovation standpoint, from a process standpoint, from an improvement standpoint, from a maturation model standpoint. So again, a little bit different from performance excellence, because we're changing the ratios of the people, process, and technology actioning that we take to us achieve operational excellence. More highly focused on process across within, top, middle, down, across an organization, and how we can harness the technologies and automation and intelligence to help us ensure it's normalized, standardized, and the most efficient we can get it, while in alignment with our strategy and while driving higher rates of performance and ROI. To do these two things, operational excellence, again, much like performance excellence and the other mechanisms that have identified, relies on right mindset and right action. So we have a cultural aspect and we have a future stating aspect, right? Because we can't get to a future state from just where we've been. It requires work with the C-suite. It requires work with our middle management. It requires work with our teams. It requires work with our SMEs, because we have to move the needle from a mindset and cultural standpoint to embed the principles, embed the core values, embed the conceptual aspects of operational excellence. So we get them hungry. They want, each segment of our organization wants to improve the flow of value to a customer. So our components that we look at and we implement in our bridging structure is inclusive of integrative management systems, effective and efficient change infrastructure, culture of operational excellence, and business process efficiency and agility. Again, cultural shifts and future stating, right? So we can use the elements that we learned in idea management. We can harness the elements that we learned in earlier spotlight on strategy sessions to help ideate, to help create that future vision, to help our leaders and our C-suite and our middle management and our SMEs better understand what's in the realm of possible. So we're designing mechanisms to help move the needle from a clarity perspective, where we're at, where we're going, what we want to be known for now and in the future. And then we're looking at that alignment. How far can we go from a performance perspective? Do we want to 2x, 5x, 10x, 50x, 100x? And then we're putting in place, building bridges between where we're at now, where we're going, through this future stating and this integration within the mindset and culture of our leaders, our C-suite, our middle management, and our SMEs. We have to get them hungry. We have to get them to understand that that's possible. We have to get them to be able to envision what that looks like from an organization to excel and perform at that level. All of those key to increasing our maturation level in this operational excellence arena. And then what is the opportunity space? So again, performance excellence, the elements that we talked about in our last segments and operationalizing that, just as important in operational excellence. We're just changing up the ratio. So we're going to be looking at what is our optimum organizational structure. We're going to be conducting process mining and process improvement. We're going to be looking at that portfolio of products and services and how we can change that up. We're going to be looking at our performance management systems and how we use that to harness a change. We're going to be looking at leadership, people, and culture. We're going to be looking at continuous improvement. We're going to be looking at the risk associated with our quality management and our enterprise-wide risk. We're going to be looking at taking a hard view of our value stream so that we can, through continuous improvement and continuous innovation, consistently drive greater value. We're going to look at it holistically, much like we did from a performance excellence, right? Every single people, process, and technology component is fair game in operational excellence. Again, it's just the why behind what we're attempting to do and the focus areas definitely more on the process side, but that instills every process gain we make instills an opportunity for better, more efficient, more effective use of our technology. And it helps us set the table, if you will, from a culture, mindset, leadership, and performance standpoint. So it's strategic based. We get clarity, we gain greater alignment, we make these shifts from a process improvement, process and innovation standpoint. We drive efficiencies, we drive optimization, which drives performance and the value to our customers and our clients. And so really the change can occur through the significant initiatives that we are fielding for our organization. We can go small, we can go big, we can go somewhere in the middle. But ultimately what we're doing is really walking from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4 to level 5 in our maturation. So in order to do that, we have to gain clarity. Clarity usually has at its basis some assessment that we're usually more than one assessment that we're fielding based on levels of the organizations for various purposes to understand what is the challenges, what are the constraints, what are the root cause issues that we're facing. And then we also want to assess for how hungry, what is that vision, how far can the organization, leadership, board, middle management, and SMEs and workforce see themselves going in what interval, and how fast do they want to fund the progress to go. So willingness to assess, strategic orientation, because we're aligning back up to the goals, the objectives, the initiatives, and the portfolios that enable us to have the greatest performance. We need to involve everyone because operational excellence really maturation, and we cannot do that piecemeal. And then we want to understand from a performance monitoring standpoint, how far are we moving? What's our velocity, if you will? And then we want to understand where are we maxing out, capping out, ceilinging out our progress. And then we're going to go at it again from a continuous improvement, continuous innovation standpoint to be able to move to the next level of maturity and performance gains. 3 ways to continue the conversation around operational excellence through VIP workshops, coaching, and/or consulting, because ultimately we want you and your business to thrive. Again, I'm Dr. Rhonda Farrell, inviting you as a success strategist to take us up on a discussion with regard to what's occurring in your organization. What challenges are you facing? How can we use all of these phenomenal strategic frameworks, methodologies, tools to be able to help you and your business thrive? Again, we aim to help you gain greater clarity, deeper alignment, and higher performance. Dr. Rhonda Farrell at Global Innovation Strategy signing off tonight, and we welcome you for our next conversation next Wednesday, where we will discuss operationalizing operational excellence. Good night, and we look forward to sharing our tips, tools, and techniques with you next week.